So I am super stoked that we got this car running last time, and today I'm going to do a little more work on it. I know I want to get some wheels, but I've got to take care of a few things financially before I can get some new wheels, but I did get a new hub adapter. So last time I was here, I found out that this steering wheel is a 5-bolt steering wheel, as you guys can see. I bought a new steering wheel already. Got a Sparco wheel. I'll let you guys see that. I forgot to bring it with me today, so maybe later on in this video I'll show it to you guys. But I need to convert this to a 6-hole steering wheel hub adapter. So I bought a hub adapter, like I just said, and I also bought a quick release, which hasn't come in the mail yet, so I'll get to that. But first, I want to clean out this interior. The interior is just, we've got parts in here, all kinds of things, and the interior of this car hasn't really been cleaned since I got it. So I think that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to clean it out, then we'll take it to the car wash, I'll wash it, I'll vacuum it out, and then we'll get on to some of the modifications.
A little later.
Alright guys, so I cleaned it out, took all the floor mats out, so it's clean as it's going to be. I'm going to take it to vacuum it, but there's a disintegrated bag there. The center console is still a little gross, so I'll have to clean some of that out. So good. Alright, I just made it to the car wash, so I had the windows open, and all that, I don't know, plastic stuff that was in the back just blew all over the car as I drove here, so yeah, it's all over me too. The car is nice and clean now, but a lot of the jams are still pretty gross. So I'm gonna fill up this bucket with some water and just wipe them down and get them all nice and cleaned up. Yo, these jams, now that they've been cleaned up, dude, the paint is so good. It's from that to that. Damn. Alright, I'm gonna do the other side now. Okay guys, not like brand new, but jams look a lot better. So I'm just gonna finish by cleaning out the back hatch jam. Alright guys, it's getting a little late. When I drove this car to the car wash, and every time I get in this car and drive it, the steering wheel here cracked in a lot of places. The threading on the outer part of the wheel has come undone. These little notches and stuff, they're really hard, and they like cut my hands every time I turn or drive this car. So I've got my Momo hub adapter here. I've never done one of these. So I'm gonna try to install this so I can turn this from a 5-hole steering wheel and convert it to this 6-wheel or 6-hole steering wheel. So I got this from a coworker of mine. So this will go in here temporarily. I have, like I mentioned earlier, I have a nicer steering wheel that will go in this interior when it's all finished. But for now, this steering wheel will be a lot nicer on my hands. If you guys are wondering, this is what the Momo hub looks like. It's a lot like the hub that's already in there, but this one has 6 holes instead of 5. so I got the wheel off, so I gotta get this nut off. I gotta get this big one off and then these 3 little ones out here, and this should come out. The Momo one, though, doesn't have these 3 little holes, which is weird. It only has the big one. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I just figured out I need a 22 mil to get this out. I don't have one in my bag, so I'm gonna have to go buy one, but by the time I get back, the sun's gonna be down and it'll probably be too dark to film, so I'm gonna try to finish this up tonight if I can, and I'll show you guys tomorrow or next time how this ended up. Yeah, I'm gonna go get that part now. Alright, there it is. Steering wheel is in. Got the new adapter. Super crispy. Okay, so next thing I want to do is get one of these seats out. I have new seats to go in, so I want to see what the pattern is underneath these seats. I want to see how much modification I have to do to the new seats that I'm going to put in. I'll show you what they are. So here's the bottom half of the seats. Those are the top half. I don't think I've shown them on video before. These are out of a Porsche. Let's see what I can do to get these seats into the Z. I know it's really disgusting back here because I had a hard time cleaning under the seats yesterday with all that plastic. Yeah, there's the inside. It's pretty nasty. Damn. What is this, a cigarette? Ugh. 25 cents. Alright, I'll clean this out in a minute, but let's take a look at the seat. So here's the seat. Alright, so what I really want to do is compare the bottom of this seat. So I just want to compare it to the bottom of this one and see how different.
Oh, it's a direct fit, brother.
It's not.
Fire emoji. Fire emoji. I love when you do that.
I'm gonna inspect this and take a look real quick, do some measurements, and then I'll get back to you guys.
Fire emoji.
Alright guys, so I measured the distance between the rails here. So from nut to nut, it's 15 inches. And then these Porsche seats, they sit 16 inches across. So if I want to use the factory setup from the 280 and fit these seats in here, I'm gonna have to find a way to lengthen these brackets to move them closer together so I can make the holes 15 inches in distance. Across, the holes here are just about 1 foot apart from each other, just over. And these ones sit just under a foot across, just about 10 inches from each other. So I'm gonna have to shorten it there too. So I'm not gonna be able to put these seats in today. I don't know, when I get to these seats and figure out how I'm gonna put them in, I'll update you guys. All right, I'm gonna clean out some of this junk here. Old crusty French fry. Good old vacuum challenge here. The Evan Beckerman special. Alright, so since I've gotten this car, it really hasn't been drivable, so I don't really have any photos of it. Me and my buddy, we're gonna try to find a little spot, a little photo spot. The sun's getting to that nice golden hour. Dude, the Z sounds so good. It's nice and clean in here too now. Look how nice and crispy it is. Where are we going? Alright, I gotta follow Fernando. This little Teggy. He's so proud of that thing. Still needs a lot of work, but so does this car. Okay, so we made it out to this salt mine here. Sun's really good right now. So I'm gonna set this up, and I've got the Polaroid camera in here, so try to get a couple shots of this thing. I just wanted to get a few shots of the car while it was still stock. before we started getting too heavy into working on it. Alright, so the photos are starting to come out. Still probably needs a few more minutes before it's ready. I think I might have accidentally flashed the film because the door for the Polaroid was open, but it's kind of a cool effect. Alright guys, we're back. We're working to do more of the interior. A big thing I want to do with this car is actually black the interior, so I want to get rid of this carpet. And I want to start painting the interior panels that are blue to black. I've looked online, I've looked at junkyards, I've tried to find black interior, can't find it. So next best thing is I'm just going to paint it, and down the road if I can find like authentic black interior, I'll swap it out. Right now I don't have a carpet yet, so the carpet will probably just come out. I think I'm going to start from the back to the front. So these plastic panels here I think are the rearmost plastic pieces. So I'm going to remove these and then start painting in.
You okay? You okay?
Alright, so we're trying to get that little panel out, but I think we have to take out all the panels because they're all kind of layered one on top of the other. So we're gonna just take everything out, I guess. Alright, so I got the panel back here out and all the door trim, the still. So I'm gonna pull this last piece out, and then my buddy is gonna start painting these parts inside the garage while I remove the other side. The right way with the steamer, but Liz got impatient and wanted to just rip it off, so
satisfying.
So now I'm gonna have a nice little big line here.
No, I'll take it off.
Now we gotta clean this
This wasn't even
shit
doing
off.
anything. Look at
It wasn't. All it was doing was fucking being annoying. Is there another layer of it? There is another layer.
Oh my god.
Alright. Not quite sure how the center console comes out, but I'm gonna try to figure it out. I know there's 2 screws here, and that's about all I see, so I'm gonna start by removing that. Oh, there's one more there. Ooh, that ass. So this is the paint we used, and the homie just finished painting this first piece, and it looks pretty original. mean, it's still got a little bit of scuff marks, but you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, so I got this little wire brush, whizzy wheel thing. I'm gonna see if this works to clean up all the rust and bullshit on this panel. Alright, so the part's all cleaned up now, so we're just gonna hit it with some black paint to keep it from the rust, to keep it from rusting again. Gonna use some of this Krylon rust protector. Alright, so I wasn't able to take out the top liners here because I have to remove the T-tops, but I don't have the key. So I went to the locksmith and I got them to change the locks, so these T-tops should be able to come out now. I haven't taken them off yet, so let's see if we can make them come off.
Oh!
Woo! Alright, so the T-tops are off for the first time. They came off pretty easily. I'll just clean out this little channel here. But now I should be able to remove this trim piece here. Alright guys, so this trim piece, so the one that I'm kind of concerned about painting, it's just this, I don't know, foamy vinyl. It's got some cracks in it, but nothing too major. So I'm gonna try painting this, hopefully it comes out alright. Alright, so here's a side-by-side comparison of the passenger side, which we painted, versus the driver side, which is not painted yet. It's almost like day and night. Like, this looks almost practically brand new. I mean, obviously it still has like some little dents and stuff and scratches just because, you know, it's used. But damn, inside the car, I think this is gonna look great. Alright guys, so I've got most of the pieces here painted. I've got a few odds and ends that still have to be finished up. And throughout the garage, can't show that. Here in the garage, we've got some pieces drying all over the place. Alright, so I think I'm gonna end the video here. So I've got all of the trim out of the car. So inside, the dash is out. All the trim pieces are out. So next time, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the trim pieces back in, and then I'm also gonna do the seats, and I've got a few little crispy pieces that I'm gonna toss in here to kind of put the cherry on top. I'm also gonna flock and repair the dash in a separate video, so keep an eye out for that. And I think that's it. All right, thanks for watching, guys.